Hi everyone, my name is Shai and welcome to another edition of Coffee Break. Ayan, so it's another afternoon, but of course, I cannot have any sort of discussion without my friends. So let's welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi and happy
Yes.
afternoon.
We are all
Hello.
present on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon.
Yes, and I'm so glad again we are blessed with decent internet connection.
Correct.
True.
Yeah, and it's so refreshing to have to talk to you guys because honestly, whenever I habitually open my phone in the morning, ang daming nangyayari. Ang dami kong nakikita sa feed ko. So many debates, debacle, whatever you want to call that argument, and people trying to prove their point here and there, and parang you wanna tune themselves out, but because we're always online and we always have to be online, parang kailangan talaga nandun ka eh. You know, I honestly miss the meme culture. I honestly miss where we just post silly, stupid stuff online, diba? Because there's so much things on our feed right now. Like, I want to ask you, how about you, Sam? What do you see on your feed right now, diba?
Well, mostly selling and of course the political issues.
So much of that.
Yes,
I
go
think
ahead.
it depends on what you follow, no? Ano yung makikita mo?
How about you, Nick?
I try to follow memes. But of course, news definitely it's always there. Kahit na I try to avoid. You know,
but
for
actually, even for memes, Nick, when you think about it, so many of the artists, so many of the supposedly comedy pages are becoming also very political, right? And I think at some level, that's a good thing. Pero kasi nga siguro we just get very overwhelmed with all the things happening right now. Yung gusto ko magsalita ng marami, pero parang I'm gonna hold back and mention them and not mention them particularly. But anyway, yeah, so much are happening. Pero ikaw ba, Sam, like, was there a point where you feel like you were given free space? I mean, I think talagang gano'n naman, di ba? Did you ever feel like you were given a free space to air your thoughts and just say whatever you want to say? And do you feel like responsible ba tayo when using it? Or in your case anyway?
Well, in my case, I have always felt naman na I have the freedom to post anything I want. But, you know, I have my own restrictions. Kumbaga, I restrict myself. When I feel na what I'm trying to post is something so dramatic or emotional or very personal, parang I just opt not to post anything like that kasi it gives a different impression to other people. May makikichika sa'yo, may magtatanong sa'yo. Or minsan naman when you are, you know, so free to voice out yung opinion mo about some matters, ang dami magbabash sa'yo. Diba? And you cannot really avoid the fact that since we are radio announcers, some people can follow us on our personal accounts.
Yeah.
Diba? Aside from the fan pages. So, kumbaga, whatever I try to promote on my radio show, I try to do that with my FB. Good vibes lang din.
Yes.
Diba? If it's not about family that's sweet and fun and happy, parang I try to make comments about anything political or anything so personal or yung tipong parang may kaaway ka palagi sa
You mentioned about how you like to post a lot of positive stuff, just like what you do on your page, right? Kasi nga, you know, good vibes with Sam, so you want it also to be good vibes with Sam in person, right, in your personal page, which is pretty much in contrast with somebody else in our little group right now. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na ikaw to, Nick. Pero
last week was all about saving for 6 months. May some strike 2 na ako. sobrang din ako, sobrang interesting kasi ako I would like to believe still that there is a boundary between our page and my personal page. Pero honestly, like if I'm gonna be realistic about it, I'm pretty sure I don't have 2,000 friends. I don't have 2,000 friends. So siguro iba acquaintance yun nandun sa Facebook. But most of the personal stuff I post on Facebook, not rants naman, but it's more like vicariously sharing what I feel.
Vicariously.
But I want them
Please
to learn
spell.
something.
Pinapahirapan mo naman kami, Nick.
Kasi naman, Nick eh.
Parang I want to share that piece, that part kasi parang feeling ko, these are people who are close to my heart.
Yeah.
Parang ganun, not business. Parang mas tingin ko. Pero I'm being very careful now kasi gaya ng sinabi ni Mesa, minsan nagugulat ako na parang, hala, meron pala akong ganitong friend, hindi ko siya kilala. Hindi ko pala siya kilala talaga. So I'm becoming more and more careful. Like if I read it 3 times before posting it, I would. Kasi natutunan ako, again, vicariously from a good friend of mine, na nag-deactivate siya last week. Kasi he posted something political. Usually kasi pa-cute lang din yun. Tapos nakakita lang ng apps niya, puro ganun lang siya. Tapos biglang nag-post siya ng something very political and very paghimagsik niya, sabi nga disclose. And then nag-trend yung post niya. And it's all on his mental health.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
He felt like all of his friends on Facebook will support him.
Kaso,
and somebody from his friend list shared that post of him na apparently may ibang opinion.
Yeah.
So are you saying he should have just stuck to showing his abs ba? Ganon? How about ikaw? Kailan ka mapapakita ng abs mo? Actually, on that note, that was a good example. Wait, on a side note, sorry. I just want to say na parang feel ko hindi naman himagsikan levels yung mga pinapost ni Nick sa personal account niya. Parang civilized rants naman mga ginagawa niya. Civilized rants. Ang invento ng term dito. But I like that you mentioned about your friend. Yung sabi mo nga na he assumed that his friends would take his side or support him, but it just so happened na because he expressed an opinion, may mga kakontra talaga. And in some levels, they really were vocal about contradicting their friend, yung kaibigan mo. So that's, I think, the one thing that a lot of people are not prepared for, na if they say something online, whether that's a comment or an actual post or sharing a post or whatever, a lot of people should be prepared to receive some contradiction, some flack about that said opinion. And nakakainis kasi sometimes, even if you don't mean to be hateful, like for example, in my case, when I post a comment, meron talagang kokontra ng parang, I wanna say, pwede bang civilized tayo, mag-usap tayo dito, pero talagang they get to be so demeaning.
Emotional.
Oo, emotional about it. And I don't know, if how about you, Chloe? Have you experienced something like that na may kumontra talaga sa'yo or may nag-react in whatever opinion you posted online?
I never post my opinions about politics and religion.
So,
because I'm afraid.
Okay.
Kasi parang I feel like I do not know much about, these topics. So parang I don't want to sound so righteous. Kasi parang, di ba, I have a very good friend. I love her so much. And then nakita ko sa mga post niya that she's such a strong supporter of a certain, very political,
yeah.
And I do not go, I don't approve of her posts and all. So parang I just try to veer away na lang from commenting or even liking. So what I did, I unfollowed, but hindi ako nag-unfriend, pero in-unfollow ko siya. Pero yung ibang mga posts niya, kasi very funny person siya, and that's the only time I realized na there is a side to her pala na ganun, that she feels strongly about. So, yun. So, as for me, I cannot share any experience because as much as possible, I do not share my opinions about that.
So for you actually that's also really one way of dealing with it. If you don't want to get in the middle of stuff, especially if they're a really good friend of yours, you'd rather just keep quiet because baka nga naman it's going to cause a lot more trouble between the both of you, diba?
I know for a fact na magkaka-mental problems ako kung magkaroon ako ng mga ang babash tungkol sa mga dahil lang sa mga opinions ko about politics and all. So I'd rather not. And let me just share this with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Itong trabaho natin, this job of ours, it actually taught me how to practice great restraint. Alam mo yung galit na galit ka na, but you cannot rant about it because you're a personality. And baka mamaya iba. I'm not that brave. I'd like to think I'm not that brave.
Aww.
At saka aside from posting yung mga personal na opinion natin about certain things, ano. We also have to be careful sa pagpindot ng share. Kasi diba minsan hindi naman natin pinost, pero i-share mo lang. So ako, ingat din ako sa mga ganun, yung mga share. Kasi minsan the content of the video or whatever it is that you shared might not be good for, diba, for the other followers mo or sa mga friends mo. Ganon.
Good vibes lang, diba?
Correct.
Cute na quotes, Pero yung mga quotes mo medyo may patama ng slight.
Read between the lines. Yeah.
Like for Chloe's inbox, for example, kasi I'm sure your opinion, some of your opinions, I mean, dun sa mga messages, ay siguro taliwas dun sa ibang listeners, for example. You never experienced anything like that?
Yeah, I was curious about
naman.
that. Meron.
Several times. Dati, patola ako eh. But
talaga?
Patola ako. Kasi parang, naisip ko na lang, that is my opinion. I am the one being asked for an advice. So that is my opinion. Iba naman din yung opinion niya. So, okay lang. At least for the sake of argument ba, and para fair naman, meron din ibang choice yung letter sender kung susundin niya ba ako o yung opinion ng iba. Because I may not have the best advice all the time.
Pero wala
naman. At saka iba kasi pag sa page eh.
Yes.
Yeah. Pag sa fan page, iba parang expected mo na yun eh. Pero pag sa personal account, medyo ibang level na.
Correct. True.
Nick, you wanted to say something earlier or yun na yun?
Yeah, yun.
Yung tungkol sa closing box.
I mean, like, it's important for us in our job to be very careful with what we're saying.
Yes.
Kasi whatever we say will be put on record. Tapos we have our research. Pero parang minsan feeling ko din, ang hirap din na nasa gitna ka lagi. Because I don't feel like we can maintain that position. Na parang feeling ko at some point, meron kang kahit na indirectly, gaya lang, like giving out your opinions, for example, your advice for Chloe's inbox. As for me, di ba yung nitpick, sometimes I also share.
Yeah,
However, parang feeling ko, minsan, I'm walking on eggshells din. Parang very
you're
careful.
tiptoeing around.
Baka merong mine or may bomba pala sumabog sa'yo, no?
And I'm so concerned because I don't want anyone to get hurt or
Yes.
Pero merong isang post si Nick na na nag-alala ko ng sobra. May post si Nick nag-alala ko ng sobra sa kanya. Nakakita ko ng red na bra.
No? Parang nakita ko rin yun, Nick.
Sabi ko, baka may nani-stock na kay Nick. Kawawa naman si Nick. May red na bra sa laundry niya.
But that one is completely different topic. Yung parang...
Nick, namumula ka. Nakikita ko.
Hindi ko pa nababalik kasi kaya ako naman nahihiya.
Oh my gosh, it's still with you! Oh my gosh!
Kasama sa Alpina laundry mo?
Nababa ako sa may laundry shop ko. Hindi ko alam lahat. Tapos, like last week, totoo, color blue naman na pambaba.
Baka may nangi-stock kay DJ Nick eh.
Baka there's a message in between the tela or something.
Parang
Check mo naman ayos.
Incidental naman. Incidental naman, puro underwear, di ba?
Pinapag-greet si Nick.
Diba?
Gusto ko sabihin, may page naman siya.
Once again, our radio bay, guys. You could PM him if you want. Ayan, it's DJ Nick of 96.3 Rock.
Underwear if you want.
Kala ko naman po anong post is sinasabi ni Miss Lau.
Kinabahan ka na naman eh. Ay, nako. Pero alam mo, very interesting yung sinabi nga ni Chloe kasi she would rather like respect the space of her friends than have to verbally say something. And that's something that a lot of people don't keep in mind. I'm not saying that people should all not say anything, pero how about you, Nick? Do you feel ba na we've been respecting each other's space, or your friends are respecting each other's space when you see them online? I mean, what do you think about that? How do you see it so far?
Yeah, honestly, siguro with my set of friends, oo naman.
Civilized.
I try to follow also people who maybe have the same wavelength, parang gano'n. Kasi parang I don't want to be toxic, and at the same time I don't want to feel that toxicity din kapag nakakita ako ng posts na outrage ako, alam mo yun, parang nafe-feel ko very negatively towards them. I try to unfollow But if you're asking if I think they're respecting everyone's space, parang feeling ko honestly hindi. Kasi ako makakita ng warning eh. Kunwari, mag-share na lang bigla ng kunyari trigger warning ba ng video medyo sensitive, ganyan. Or like, usually ngayon makikita kong post na parang, alright, if you don't agree with me, you can unfollow me, you can unfriend me.
Yeah.
Oh, may ganun
like, parang sabi ko, can we be, alam mo yun, can we be, friends even if we have different opinions about things? Yun lang.
Na-hurt ako. No, not hurt. More like, tinamaan ako. Kasi totoo nga naman, if I cannot tolerate what they're saying, and when we have when we try to have a decent discourse, lalaban pa rin at sasabihin niya na, then just unfollow me if you want. Then, by all means, okay, I will. Just because, ayun nga, we're not getting along, and I get fed up sometimes with some posts. There are two types of people I can follow. And number one are those who really have a lot of strong opinions that I am personally opposed to, but either we had a discourse at hindi nga nagkaayos or whatever, or talagang in general, your opinions are just contradicting to mine. Those are the one set of people that I unfollow. The others are yung hindi ko na talaga feel at whether yung mga pinapost mo kalokohan or something, but the point here is Facebook gave us that power to unfollow without unfriending, and I think that personally, I think that we should take advantage of that if you feel that that's the best option for you. And just like what Chloe said earlier, if you feel that you're not strong enough to handle a lot of these things going through your feed, ignore them na lang at, diba? Unfollow, itago, hide from your feed or something like that. And you don't necessarily have to attack as well, diba? Depende talaga eh.
Actually, if you ask
Sam?
me, hindi naman kailangan patulan lahat ng makikita mong post.
Yeah, yun din. Oo. Meron ba kayo ganun? May mga friends kayo na todo patol?
Ako, wala pa rin ako na-experience na ganun.
So far, wala kang ganyang friend?
A lot of
Wala pa
times,
naman.
meron akong mga nakikita na mga very lengthy post ng mga friends ko na minsan gusto kong sawayin, kaya lang dun sila masaya. So sabi ko, kung bibigyan ng problema ang sarili ko? Sabi nga ng anak ko, correct. Hilig mo bigyan ng problema sarili mo, parang nauntog ako doon. Ano nga? There was a time I deactivated, alam nyo yan.
Oh yeah, you did. Oo.
Meron na akong FB friend na araw-araw may kaaway.
Talaga? Friend din ba namin? Na-curious?
Hindi.
Araw-araw may kaaway siya.
Okay.
Parang araw-araw may kaaway. Oo, sabi ko, tinan mo itong babaeng to, parang hindi man lang nagsawa.
Ikaw ba, Nick? Meron kang ganun?
Alin, yung away lagi.
Oo.
Ang dami kong nakikita kasi pero ako I try to avoid kasi parang feeling ko it's not the right platform to parang for you to engage in that Depende. Kung feeling mo naman may involve pa dapat lahat go lang. Pero kunyari yung dapat private messaging na lang tapos nagte-thread sila dun sa comment section.
Yung ang sarap magtimpla ng popcorn, no? Magluto ng popcorn. Tapos sige, abang ka lang, refresh ka lang ng refresh. Ano na kaya pinausapan nila?
And what's interesting here is, I mean, we are radio DJs and we are still public figures.
Yeah.
Diba? Pero syempre, mas may malalaking following celebrities. Ang interesting kasi yung social media talaga, doon mo makikita how they really are. Ako yung mga sinasabi.
Yeah.
Yung grabe pumatol. Kasi we should expect that some people would not like us and would have different opinions, would back us for how we look, how we sound, however. Kaya lang makikita mo yung mga celebrities din natin minsan. Talagang patol talaga. Comment, kahit call, mapatulan. Ganun
Parang was released into the wild siya bigla. Depende sa issue, no? Oo. Yeah, and actually that's one thing I think we should try to normalize, and that is to have discussions, decent, civilized discussions without hating on each other, Kasi whether that's in real life or in online rather, real life or online, we will always have opposing opinions. We will always have different opinions on things, especially nowadays when everything is very political, diba? So I think it's normal for a lot of people to have to express their opinions, but I think we should also normalize talking about it properly or not having to always fight about everything you see online, di ba? Pwede naman talaga na may discussion na hindi nag-aaway. So,
alam mo, Shai, may nagpapahirap sa akin sa mga post na nakikita ko online sa mga friends ko eh. Yung sa dami na masasarap na pagkain na pinopost nila. Hirap. Ang hirap pa. Isipin mo, 10 oras ng gabi, pag di ka makatulog, tapos buntis ka pa. Tapos kung ano-anong pagkain nakikita mo, di ba? Parang, ano ba yan?
Di ba ang buntis gusto mo? Kulang na lang magkasya yung buong plato sa bibig mo.
Kaya nga, alam mo yun. Alam mo ba, meron nga akong FB friend na madaling araw, sabi ko, order ako niya na kailang ka uli gagawa. Tapos pasensya ka na, madaling araw kita minessage kasi sumagot siya kinabukasan na. Sabi ko, alam mo naman ang buntis, kung ano nung pinopost mo kasi nakakatakam eh. Sabi ko.
Well, that's gonna be a cute fight.
It is. But do you think that's part of not respecting people's... Kasi sabi nila, insensitive daw when you post food pictures. Pero siguro sa'yo lang, you just want to share the happiness that you have cooking your food. Your meal. What do you think about that? Do you think that's disrespectful or nag-i-invite?
Honestly, no. Sabi nga nila, of course, we know that one recently may lumabas na ganun, di ba, na may nagalit sa isang personality who posted very fancy stuff on Facebook or on Instagram. I'm not sure anymore. So parang sabi niya na napaka-insensitive daw for posting
Instagram
stuff like that.
Yun.
Instagram ba yun? Gusto ko yan. We up. We're all on the same page. I love it. So yeah, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I think that it's nothing, they worked hard for it. You know, it's not like flex lang ng flex ng kasi ninakaw or whatever. They worked hard for it and they built for what they already have. They worked hard for what they already have right now. So I don't think there's anything wrong with having to flex what you have, you know. And I don't think it's like nagyayabang ako. It's just I'm really grateful for having these stuff. Share ko sa inyo guys. Parang ganun lang siya eh. I don't know.
Actually, merong comment nga doon. May nag-comment nga doon na nagustuhan ko yung comment niya. Sabi, what do you expect when you follow an Instagram account of a millionaire?
Exactly.
Diba?
Exactly.
You expect to see expensive posts of anything that they have, diba?
Exactly.
It's not because nagyayabang sila.
True. Hindi lang yun. You'll never know. Maybe the person who gave that to her asked me na baka you can post about it. Kasi ako na-experience ko yan eh. Binigay sa akin. Tapos baka pwede naman i-post mo. I don't know for what purpose or reason. Baka siguro para din dun
promotion.
Sa tao na yeah, or hindi lang. Dahil binigyan ko si Chloe ng ganyan. She's my friend and like that. So, kaya naman siguro nag-post naman siya. So,
correct.
To some people, it doesn't sit well. Problema na nila yon. Pero siguro kung i-private mo na lang yung post.
Hindi rin eh. Kasi once again, she's a public personality eh. Diba? So,
true.
mahirap talaga pag-inggit yung tao eh. Ay, sorry. Sinabi ko inggit siya.
Ultimo food, parang gusto mo masaya ka lang naman nagluto ka ng something.
Yun
parang
din, oo.
Okay.
Actually, lalo na ngayon during the pandemic, we understand the situation for other people, for a lot of people. I mean, let's admit we are so much luckier than many others, diba? We're blessed to have enough food to put on the table. So like, if I post me cooking food at nainggit yung kung sino-sino dyan, not nainggit, sorry, sama ko talaga, no? At nagalit yung isa dyan, sasabihin niya, Shy naman, napaka-insensitive mo, alam mo na nga na ganito, ganyan-ganyan. Parang, am I really? Talaga ba? Like, I'm not allowed to post.
Nagluto ka lang naman.
Wala naman ako intensyon na. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna put it down. Diba? I don't know anymore. Sometimes, like what Nick said earlier, sometimes you don't know if you're already walking on eggshells. You don't know if people are gonna be sensitive about the simple things you post, just like food, right? Ay, nako.
Yeah.
Well, some people just really need to widen their, the way they understand and take things.
Yes.
Yeah. Kasi hindi naman porket nag-post ka ng pagkain na naluto mo, let's say you cook pasta or steak, ibig sabihin nagmamayabang ka na.
Yeah.
Nagmamayabang ka pag sinabi mong, this is very expensive. I bought this for 2,000 per kilo.
The salt that I used came from Italy.
Himalayan
Correct.
salt.
I'm using Himalayan salt, which you can get only and it's worth 1,000 pesos.
And I don't think you guys could afford that.
My olive oil has glutathione and ginkgo biloba.
Diba?
Pero siguro, feeling ko walang masaslight kung mag-post ka ng sardinas na medyo ginawa mong gourmet.
Oo, diba?
Slight pa ba dyan?
Like
Diba?
where is the limit of what kind of things you can post not to offend anyone, diba?
Yes.
So it's really
Kailangan
difficult.
talaga i-broaden yung understanding and appreciation. Kumbaga, let's be happy for them. Kung may nakita kang post na maganda sa kanila, edi, let's be happy for them. Huwag nang pairalin yung inggit, huwag nang pairalin. Malisyoso kasi mga tao eh.
Ay, totoo,
Diba?
totoo. If you have these malicious thoughts, tsaka mo lang iisipin yung mga ganun eh. Diba? Pag,
Yeah. And for all you know, maybe posting something like that, yung niluto niya na pinaghirapan niya, is also helping the person with her mental health.
Yeah, exactly.
Make her feel
Correct.
good about what's happening, to forget about what's happening.
Exactly. You're
True.
An
right.
escape
True.
for her. O di, hayaan mo siya.
So, ayan guys, hayaan nyo na lang ha kapag may mga ganyan kayo nakikita. Ay, nako.
Huwag lang yung mga totally negative or talaga nagpo-promote ng violence or
That's a
ng,
different thing. Oo.
diba? Nagpo-promote ng rape or kung ano
Oo.
man.
Yeah.
Yun talaga, pwede mong i-oppose yun.
Yes,
Saka ireklamo na yung content niya is inappropriate for the general audience.
Yeah, and I'm also glad that online you can see a lot of means and ways to report those kinds of things. In fairness naman sa mga social media apps natin, may mga paraan naman na if you feel like you're being violated at some point, ayan, pwede naman talaga i-report. Pero pag ulam lang po yan, wag na kayo mag-aksaya ng oras, guys, ha? Pero how about you, Sam? So we talk about all things about social media, about, the things we see, the things we react to, or we don't react to. Pero how do you think we can make social media like a free and open, calm space for all? Well, basically an open space for all, ganyan. Na walang restrictions for them.
It's a free space naman talaga,
Yeah,
but not totally free by the word freedom, di ba? We are free to post anything we like, but of course, we don't have the freedom para mag-post ng mga nakaka-offend sa ibang tao. Parang some people kasi think na parang it's okay to offend other people. It's okay to, to disrespect other people through their postings. Basta makapag-post lang sila. Yun ang freedom na mali ang pagkakagamit. Diba? So, kumbaga, we also have to practice it responsibly. We have to be responsible with our posts, whether it's personal or political. Diba? Social media is there for connection because we are human beings and we are designed to socialize with each other. And with the social media that we have these days, it's something that's very effective for us to use, lalo na during this time of pandemic.
True.
So let's not abuse and overuse din naman our social media platforms in a way na hindi makakatulong sa ibang tao. But if it's for the goodness of everyone, if you're sharing good vibes, sharing positive thoughts, sharing funny things, I think that's gonna be great, diba? Kesa naman mawalan ka ng maraming FB friends kasi in-unfollow ka or in-unfriend ka.
And nowadays, kailangan mo yung
it's
friends na yan.
Yeah.
Hindi kayo
I think it's
makikita.
safe to say na we should at least be wise enough to regulate ourselves.
True. You have to be your own MTRCB. Kumbaga.
Correct.
And I guess be responsible.
Wag ganun.
Yung be responsible and also like man up to whatever you post online. Diba? Kasi if it's something very negative and you feel nga you have to really post your opinion, that's fine. Basta panindigan mo, diba?
True.
At saka, remember, meron ng cyber laws. Pwede na silang mademanda.
Yeah.
So they really have to be careful.
Ay, nako. Alright, now,
So you have to exercise your freedom responsibly like anything else, diba? Like when you're driving. You have the freedom to drive all over Metro Manila. But of course, you have to drive responsibly. Hindi porket nakakapagmaneho ka, pwede ka nang mag-violate ng law sa kalye or managasa or mambangga, diba? So, same thing.
This is my freedom.
With the freedom that you have, kahit anong social media account meron ka, you have to practice it responsibly.
Yeah. And we actually really do that. I mean, so far, feel ko naman tayo in our personal accounts and stuff like that, we're okay. We're all right, And even more so as influencers, because admittedly, we are DJs/influencers already. Pero what do you feel that we can do even further to make our online spaces safe and free for all to just put whatever they want to put. You know, bilang tayo influencers. Could we start with Nick, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, it's important to be a good model to our followers. Diba? Kahit ilan pa yan, alam mo, with great power,
yes, Spider-Man!
Great power comes great responsibility. Kasi dati, wala namang internet ng tao, di ba?
Yes.
I mean, kahit tayo siya, we also grew up with just having, I don't know, like a basic phone. And our connection then was limited. We don't have the capability to tell everybody how we feel, to say our opinions and whatnot. And now we have the power to do that. But again, now that we have the platform for it, are we using it well? Are we actually influencing people to be better? Or are we just, do we just want people to fight over some petty things? Diba? So whatever it is that you post, make sure that, again, you are responsible for it. And number 2, be a role model to your followers. Because if you're really saying something like this and that, and if they can see that sa'yo, kasi pumapatol ka lagi, you're saying bad words all the time, and ano-ano mga pinagpo-post mo, then who will believe you? And when your followers distrust you, you don't have the credibility for it. So, take good care of that power. Amen.
I thank you. How about you,
Brother
Chloe?
Dom, ikaw ba yan?
I believe in the saying na you can tell a lot about a person with the things that he or she posts online. So, for people who have a lot of followers, you have a lot of friends, you just have to remember that may mga bata sa Facebook. Your parents are also on Facebook if you're friends with them, or your siblings. So, you have to be very responsible sa kung ano yung mga ilalagay mo doon palagi. I mean, it's self-control pa rin dapat. Not because it's social media and it's your space, it's your wall, it's my wall anyway. Pwede mo nang ilagay lahat doon. There are things that are better left not posted para sa akin, or mga ideas or mga words or anything. Wag mo na lang i-post na pwedeng sarilinin mo na lang. So I think by doing that, by consciously regulating yourself, always doing a self-check, and you're being a responsible social media user.
Yeah, thanks. I was actually very curious. I was very curious of your answer kasi nga, especially with what Nick mentioned earlier, kasi nga you have you have a very opinionated topic, especially kay Chloe's inbox, diba? So na-curious ako. But yeah, thanks for that.
There are a lot of times, Shai, na once nagbigay ako ng advice, parang gusto ko ng isa pa na, but the devil in me would say, parang gano'n, pero hindi ko na siya nilalabas.
I love that. So even for an obviously advice column, you hold back sometimes.
Yes, because baka sundin. Diba? Baka sundin yung payo ko, tapos hindi niya ma-handle. Diba?
Okay, mo pasisihin.
Oo. Sabi kasi ni Chloe ng Easy Rock eh.
True.
Well, how about you, Sam?
Well, I think, my answer goes the same with DJ Nick and DJ Chloe, na kailangan talaga is maging role model ka din sa sarili mong account, diba? At saka you really have to practice it responsibly. Lalo na that we have our own fan pages, and, even if we're radio personalities, a lot of people still look up to us and idolize us. And syempre, we don't want to break that image eh. Kung talagang mabuting tao ka, edi yun na lang ang ilabas mo sa sa FB mo, since that's what you want to promote as well, diba? You want to share the good vibes, you want to share positivity all the time, you want to uplift, you want to inspire other people. And as radio announcers, I believe we are given that great chance to do that on our social media pages, which is actually a great thing.
Yeah.
If you ask me, I really wanted to tackle that one point you mentioned earlier. Natuwa ako dun eh. Kasi sabi mo na, remember that you have your family, your parents, or you probably are your friends on Facebook as well, right? Which most of us, for a lot of us, that's the case, diba? actually, personally, I also do really consider them when I post. Kaya, that's what, just like what I said earlier, whatever you post, panindigan mo, diba? So, there are times when I have strong opinions. I post it, and kung may mag-message sa akin, sa PM na kami nag-usap about it. And parang ayun, we have in fairness to my family, we have a very civilized, with some members of my family rather, we have a very civilized discussion when they react to what I say. Like, Shai, are you sure okay yung pinost mo? Tapos I'm gonna ask, why do you think that's wrong? And then we have a discussion. And in fairness, ano pa rin kami, magkapamilya pa rin kami. Hindi pa naman ako na-disown so far. So, like I said, guys, I think it's very important to man up to whatever you do and post online. Whether if you feel very strongly about it, kung talagang marami mga away sa'yo or something, just man up to it and make sure that you're very responsible with what you share online. And with that, I thank you. I know. So how about you guys? Let us know, how do you feel your social media feed is going so far? How do you feel your friends are doing with what you're posting so far? Let us know in the comments. And yeah, we may just react to it later on when we're done with our Coffee Beak. But yeah, thank you so much to all those who are commenting right now. Thank you to all those who are watching. Hi to all of you. And of course, when we're not here on Coffee Break, we do have our regular programs Monday to Friday. Let's start with Sam.
Yes, that's right. You can catch me on my radio show every day from 6 in the morning until 10 for good vibes. And of course, I do have my special segment, which is Heyday. And please follow me on my social media fan page. That is Samantha of 96.3 Easy Rock.
Yes, followed by Sam, of course. I go next on air from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And do check out my daily segment. It's called Your Daily Dose of Wisdom. And also you can catch Chloe's Inbox on our YouTube channel, Easy Rock Manila. If you'd like to send in your letters, you can send it on my Facebook page, facebook.com/ChloeOfficial, or via Gmail, chloe'sinbox2020@gmail.com.
As for me, I go on board from 2 p.m. till 6. And I hope that you cast your votes for our daily Nick Picks. And of course, outside of radio, if you're into gaming, I also do video gaming content. So do check out my page as well at facebook.com/DJNick963official. On Instagram and Twitter, I use the handle at DJNick963. And of course, after me, it's Shai.
Hi everyone. Hi fam. Yes, I do have my radio program from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mondays to Fridays for Light All Night. And also I am online. Of course, just search for DJ Shai963 on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. And I do have some TikToks paminsan-minsan pag in the mood ako. And also, yes, don't forget to again follow us on our YouTube channel. It's Easy Rock Manila, and our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram as well. Okay, and I believe we are done with today's Coffee Break. Thank you so much, guys. Yes, this was fun.
Thank you for watching.
Yes. Comment.
Bye.
Responsibly, guys. And yeah, bye-bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.